Sabotage this, Jeff.
This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff.
Can you guess what we're playing?
I'm going to say Verge Axiom.
Yes, it is Axiom Verge. It is a super awesome game that we're going to be playing because it's awesome and everyone should play it.
Yes. Made by a dude.
Made by a dude. His name's right there on the screen, Thomas Happ.
Yep.
He made it in Mono Game, which is like where it's kind of like a Unity or like an engine for making games, kind of like Fez and Bastion were also made in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
He made it himself over 5 years, starting in 2010.
Awesome.
So let's get started.
With a new game.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
this is one of the very few cutscenes in the game.
So we should be quiet?
I mean, there's not voice acting.
Oh,
but
right. So...
maybe. So, you can enjoy the atmosphere.
Okay. Let me re-experience this, because it's been a while since I've...
It's been a while.
I love his mutton chops.
They are the best. He kind of looks like Patrick Klepek.
A little bit, yeah. The music is so good.
It is high quality. So as you might guess, this game is Metroid.
Yep. And not like Metroidvania or whatever. No, it's a great homage to Metroid. Plus, it does a bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah, it's not a true Metroidvania. It's a Metroid game.
Yes.
So you'll probably be able to discern. There's some other influences that are sort of worn on the sleeve of the developer that'll become obvious as we go along.
Right.
But by describing it as Metroid, you get the entire gist of the gameplay.
Yes. And full disclosure, I have not beaten this game yet, because the way it was scrolling hurt my eyes. So I fixed it. It works now.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So it's not doing that weird refresh thing. So it scrolls just like this. Weird.
That is a bunch of alien language, which we may or may not be looking at more closely later.
Oh, cool.
So your basic setup, that's Trace. He's our protagonist. The opening cutscene is basically the intro to Half-Life.
Yep.
Science! And then shenanigans.
Yep. It's just science, then explosions, then...
Explosion. And then waking up in a mysterious place.
Oh, I forgot you could do that. Also...
Yes, you can totally do that.
When I first got the gun, I spent, like, every time I entered a room, I shot everything. All those pulsating thingies. Just had to shoot them all.
All those... Yep. This is fine. So, another reason this game is great is because the story is great. There's a lot of backstory, which is doled out through the descriptions on items that we can find, like Dark Souls.
Hey.
We can't go down there. We're gonna need an item, because it's Metroid.
Yep. Not Metroidvania, just straight up Metroid.
Straight up Metroid. Oh yes, this is it's on PC and PS4 and PS3 and Vita version. I think is coming out. I think that's what it's at the moment. Yeah, this came out in March of 2015, so this is actually fairly new.
Right.
And it is really good. This has some themes that I'm really interested in, personally. Also, the sound effect on little things popping out of those spawners is the same as the holy water from Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
Wait, really?
Yep.
You would know that, yeah.
Yes, I'm the one person that knows that.
Apparently, a lot of people really like Simon's Quest.
As they should. It was the first of the Castle Roids, Metroidvanias.
Castleroids. Egavania is the term the speedrunners seem to like to use. That looks like bad. Oh, it hurt you.
Yep. There's a lot of bad sitting up there. We'll come back to that.
We'll fix that. Well,
we'll probably never, ever find a way past it. But,
nope.
I just thought I'd point that out. Yeah.
Not till New Game Double Plus.
So the intro of the game is basically the story of Half-Life, as mentioned. Like, weird, non-specific field of science related accident. It's like, is it physics? Is it botany?
He was twisting
Probably
a thing.
Not. Yeah.
There was the
oscilloscope. It went up and down. I imagine that if we were to be able to hear it, it would probably be like...
So it sounds like a Moakane? What?
Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but they might have been making an Moakane. That might have been what went wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we got a new weapon.
Hey!
It is a Nova Blaster.
Okay. So I have a question.
Yes.
The weapon switching, do you like it in this game?
No, it's a little cumbersome.
Okay.
Fortunately, the Axiom Disruptor itself is one of the best weapons in the game.
Yes.
It has a strange system where you can set with R3 or L3 your two sort of quick weapons, and then if you click it,
are you gonna hit it?
Like,
there it is. All right.
Shush. If you hit it, then it'll like switch to that weapon and then switch away from that weapon.
Okay.
And sometimes it's very weird to try and get it to remember that I want like this gun on the right stick when I click it in, but I want the Axiom Disruptor when I like deactivate it.
Right.
And sometimes it ends up like putting it on both slots. It tends to remember the last weapon you had. Now we're gonna run into this guy because I want to show you something when you're on low health.
Okay.
I'm not at low health yet, apparently. Nope, I just died. This, by the way, was not a problem during the test recording. Because, of course, it wasn't.
Of course it wasn't.
It's alright, we'll say this one was intentional.
Oh.
Well, it was intentional.
Well, I mean, we got to see what happens when you died.
So, mysterious machine person says that when you died, your mind machines, which are the little red things that shot out of you, were recovered. Trace is understandably upset by this. He's like, if I died, who am I?
Yep.
That's an interesting question. We'll probably never get back to that one.
Probably not, no. So the disruptor, the purple gun, I never really liked too much. Gun.
Let's try this again. It didn't work.
Those
guys apparently, they hit you enough. What about this guy? Nope, it didn't work again. They hit you like just enough to, you know, kill you, but not enough to bring you down to, I think, like less than 10%, especially when you have so little health at the beginning.
Right.
It's, grumble cakes. Well, moving on.
So this is...
Yes, now that we have the Nova, we can get, yes, as you noticed, we can get through the little, I guess, locks you just have to shoot around corners to get.
Right, the trick shot gun.
Indeed. The Nova is not a good weapon, and we will not be using it, really, to fight things.
Good. Oh, this looks ominous.
Ominous.
Hey, it's a red door.
Weird.
Are you drinking tea?
Shinerbach.
That's a little different. Maybe I should go get a Dos Equis. We can be drinking buddies.
Yeah, we can have a little... We're just sitting here, drinking beers and watching video games. That,
also,
despite the way they look, are actually from this very year.
Yes. Also, this music is fantastic.
I'm sorry that I am ruining music by constantly hitting the hitbox of this boss. So this guy is not particularly hard. I forgot what his name is.
Is it like Absu or no?
No, it's something like Gertab. I'll have to look that up again. All of the names in the... Nope, I forgot. What was it? I think they're... What is Is it Sanskrit?
I don't know.
I'll double check on that. I was gonna say Babylonian, but that's not a language.
Wait, how are you doing? Oh, you're just tapping it?
Yeah, so because the drill is on the trigger, it's actually relative to the strength of the trigger. So yes, you can do a tiny drill.
That's great.
I mean, that doesn't work into anything, but it is kind of good that you can.
Yeah.
So now we have a drill. We can drill through rocks. This is our bomb power-up, as you might have inferred. We're going to be getting 100% of all the items.
Oh, good.
As you might imagine.
I would think less of you if we didn't.
We're not going to do like 100% achievements because we're actually playing this on normal, not hard. There's an achievement for being on hard. There's an achievement for beating it quickly. There's an achievement for beating it without dying. These kinds of things. I'm sorry, trophies.
So why aren't we getting all the trophies?
Well, because there's some that are just a little annoying, which I'll explain why.
Okay.
When we get to the part where we can miss some things.
So just
we're also
stop
playing on
being fun.
We're playing on normal instead of hard because the only difference is that you just get hit more. So like that's not that interesting. Plus on normal there's some quick kills for bosses that we can do, which is more fun than. So each of the bosses will, aside from the first one, which that's just kind of how you kill it.
Yeah.
There's always a speedrunning trick that we can use.
Right. That first boss, I thought you had to shoot in his face, so it took me a lot longer.
That is true. You can make that assumption. Drills.
Oh, hey. I don't know if I found that one.
This is a size node, as indicated on the screen. Will increase the size of projectiles. One of the progressive collectibles we'll be able to get, other than the obvious ones like damage and tiny drill, damage and health power-ups.
Right.
So we do have the drill, so we can go up in the ceiling here.
I feel like I missed this too.
All right. These guys explode. Do not stand next to them. I think that at this point it would actually one-shot.
Oh, jeez. All right.
They do a lot of damage.
Okay,
Just
good.
ignore them.
Do they blow up if you just get near them, or is it shooting?
No. That's if you attack them unto death.
Okay.
Platforming.
Yep. Good platforming.
Yeah. Good, yes, actually, good platforming. We have a new gun. It's the multi-disruptor. It's a spread gun.
Yeah, I definitely never got this.
It is a short-range weapon, which doesn't make it as useful as the Axiom Disruptor, but that's all right. So we can't get up to the upper left, so we go to our map, and what we can actually do is click in one of the sticks, and it'll add a reminder to the map that we need to come back here because we do not have what we need. As a neat little feature, it is you can only have 2 reminders per map area, as we're in the area I forgot the name of. Eribu. Yeah, Eribu.
Okay.
I believe is what it's called. I'm trying to remember what the language is. All of the places and names and stuff in this actually are from an actual language.
It's probably Sanskrit. It probably is. Like, I mean, we could look it up right now.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So, in my playthrough, I beat the first, I guess, 2 bosses. And then the screen refresh thing was just hurting my eyes really, really bad, so I stopped. That's bad. That's a bunch of bad right there. You can't get through that.
Yep. That is. It doesn't hurt you, though, unlike the other garbly
bad
bits. Yeah.
Those garbly bits.
Yes, those, in fact, those garbly bits right there.
So we are playing the PlayStation version, yeah?
This is indeed the PS4 version.
Okay, yes. I have the PC version.
This is true. True facts.
Right. Why did you put a reminder there?
Might as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's satisfying.
That's very nice. I do like drilling through this stuff. Oh yes, I remember why I put the reminder there. Because there's some... Well, I mean, we don't have the items we need to get through there yet. And it's actually just full of enemies and stuff, so...
Okay.
Dance! Oh, the music's fading out. You know what that means?
It
means a new area.
With more good music.
This is the beginning of Absu. And the ending of this first part.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Absu.
And getting your save egg and... I don't. Are they called save stations or?
Yeah, they're just kind of save points. Save egg is a good way to put it.
Okay. All right. Can you?
All right, now let's see if I can see if I can get low on health. Now that I have a little more health, it should be a little bit easier. There it is. All right. Now let's go back up into. Do the thing. Trace, stop dancing. Stop being so happy that you're able to hit yourself very near but not completely to death.
Okay.
So you notice that the sound that plays indicating that we are near death.
It's in tempo with the music.
Yes, it's in tempo with the music for all of the areas. So
that's fantastic.
We're going to do, you might describe it as a safety dance, not necessarily. This is the rest of the video, by the way.
That was stylish.
I mean, you're stuck in an alien world, and you got this gun that is literally like the size of your entire body. But you know, it's never too late to dance. Also doing some squats, gotta stay limber.
Yep.
A note on the platforming is that our friend Trace here does not have momentum, which is actually very nice. Okay, so there is no wind-up time for your full speed, and there is no, well, the opposite of that, wind down time.
Right. This is not Journey to Silius or something like that.
No. So you'll always be going full speed when you're moving, and you have full air control. Okay, so this makes platforming very easy, which is good because there's a lot of platforming to go.
Right. Yes. Very much.
I am super stoked about Axiom Verge. It is a fantastic game that is inspiring on a number of levels. One, it's awesome because Metroid is awesome. Two, it was made by one dude, so it'd be like, hey, you go out there and make a video game yourself. Yeah. That's always that's a fun story. And three, the storyline is great. It has the Dark Souls style, which I do enjoy.
Right.
Of the backstory being put inside of like descriptions of items, which we'll be seeing, and we'll getting all of those. It has a very interesting plot about science fiction plot about fiction and reality and identity, these kinds of things that I find interesting.
Yay. Like I'm going to have to beat it now very quickly before we before we see the
You'll
thing.
have to try and race to be in front of the probably fairly slow recording schedule. There's still got other things trying to juggling.
Right. Like those Dark Souls and those Azura's Wraths.
That's true. One of these weekends, I'm going to try and like do a Azura's Wrath bender and
just get all of it.
Just power on through all the way to the end, I
mean, the game's good at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least
that's true.
It's no Dark Lurker. It's good.
Shinerbach.
Did the Dark Lurker drive you to drinking?
No. The Dark Lurker drove me to play this game, actually. I was like, I am not enjoying going through the dark chasms of old. I want to play a game that is inspiring because of the story behind it and the story it tells. So like, all right, Axiom Verge. I think at the moment it's $20, which is a lot, seemingly, but it is worth every single penny.
Yes,
and more people should buy this game so that Thomas Happ can make lots of money and like work full time on making the sequel.
Yes,
so
another And I've only played like an hour of Axiom Verge. I was like, "Yep, give me another one. I'll buy it.
More, please."
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding.
Maybe
ding,
it'll just be like the Homeworld remake or the HD remake, where it's just like, "Well, I'm just gonna buy this now, even if I never play it."
Is that a thing that people do? Just have Steam games that they own and don't play?
Well, it's more along the lines of I set Like, there are certain games I just want to be able to play these days, and if they dip below a certain price, I'll go ahead and get them. So, like,
yes,
Homeworld...
that is how... I do not even have a computer that runs video games, and I have that, because it's aspirational purchases, as I like to call it.
Right.
There's just a bunch of games that I'm like, I'm very excited about this. They're still technically only on PC, and I'll get to them. And when they go on deep sales, I just, grab them up.
Yeah.
Put them, store them up as little game acorns for winter.
Or when I buy like 4 copies of a game and give you one.
That happens too. Yellow is the color of victory.
Eventually we're going to play it. You're going to have a computer that runs it. It's going to be great.
Well, I think that a computer that can run it and a computer that can run it without crashing, I guess, are different things. Because one of those doesn't exist, as far as I know, for Magicka.
Pretty much, yes. I'm looking at my Steam library right now, and there are a number of games on here that I have never installed and never will install because I bought like them as part of packs.
Yep, that can happen.
Like Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, I'm never playing that ever.
Yep,
I didn't like it when it came out.
Yeah. Not my genre, not my game.
I got that one, I believe, at the same time I got Speedrunners and Shantae Risky's Revenge. So Shantae Risky or Shanti or Shanta or whatever. I've heard it pronounced a bunch of different ways.
It's Shandi. It's a prequel to Saints Row.
Considering how bouncy the sprites are, I can believe that. But wait, I don't have Stanley Parable installed? Why don't I? Whatever.
That's one of the ones on my aspirational list.
It's a really good game.
I look forward to finally being able to play that.
So, in one of the endings, you...
Hey. I will pour beer all over you, which would be bad because that would just destroy my very nice microphone. I'd be very sad.
That would destroy everything.
That would be irresponsible.
Are we gonna...
Speaking of money...
Yeah, I was about to say...
You do the micro pitch, I guess.
Speaking of money, if you would like to give us some, we would be most grateful. There is a Patreon, which there's going to be a link for, and that's where you give us so much money per month, and it lets us do more fun things. If we get a little bit more money, I'll actually start playing a game again.
That's weird.
I'll start recording a game again. I play plenty of games.
Yes.
Mainly Dark Souls. I've started playing...
You got roped back in.
Yeah, it's still fun. It's
It's a quality video game.
Yeah. I mean, Dark Souls 2 is still fun, too. It's just... I guess you can only like... The first time is always the best.
Sure.
Also, Dark Souls 1 is, like, way more broken with cheat engine, so...
So, yes, you can have your... 5,000 damage weapons.
Yep. And maybe you can do that in Dark Souls 2 and I'm just bad at it. That's also possible.
Possibly.
So if you want to see a run through of Dark Souls 1 with like 5,000 damage on weapon, just let us know by giving money to Patreon and I'll do that.
Okay, apparently you've already put aside a new series you're going to be recording.
After Wisdom Tree, but whatever.
Okay, of course. The end.